Welcome back to the channel. It's cold and it's kind of late. I think it's 20 degrees, but it's only 8:30. So we're gonna be dropping even further. And maybe you're wondering what I'm doing in the middle of the night. I thought this would be a great discussion to tell you what I'm doing in the middle of the night and give you just a thought I have about hopes and dreams and cold reality. Because, you know, we might want to prep, or we might want to have a homestead, we might want to have a greenhouse, whatever. But at the end of the day, it is hard work. And when things, if someone doesn't tell you it's hard, then you experience that it's hard and you might get frustrated. So nothing about this channel will be anything painted with pastel brushes. You're just going to get it raw as I can. I'll try to tell you straight up. And then I want to go inside the greenhouse to do the project that I would have done today right after work about 5:30 if we wouldn't have had one of our water heaters went out in our vacation rental. So spent the night scrambling to do that, hurried and watched my daughter dance and drill team, and went to try to go get stakes for the cabin camp out tomorrow with the scouts, and drove all the way up north of the county, and the nice worker there had forgot the order. So the trip was in vain and I have to do it tomorrow when I'm going to be extremely busy. But you know what? I have a project that I wanted to do tonight and I didn't get to do it during me time. So I'm going to do it tonight. And sometimes you just have to get it done, because if I want to raise the temperature in the greenhouse, maybe only a degree, I got to see if painting the thermal mass, the back wall of the greenhouse, if painting it black will raise it 1 degree, 2 degrees, who knows, then it's worth it. Well, I want to collect that data while I'm up on the mountain in the freezing cold temperature with 38 scouts. So I got to get it done tonight. A funny little story is we also own a trailer park, a small trailer park. And I work at a bank, so I've got a couple of hats. Some others besides that too, I'll share later. But anyway, when my oldest boy, Kason, was, in 8th grade, they have go to work with your daddy day, right? And so Kason's like, Dad, I get to do that with you tomorrow. And so he wakes up in the morning and he's all dressed like a banker. He had on the shirt and the tie. He had on his dress shoes. And I mean, you know, I get up and I only take about 20 minutes to get ready. And so I'm just eating breakfast. I look out at him, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, Dad, did you forget? It's take your boy to work day. And I'm like, yeah, we're doing that, but we're going to the trailer park. And his face just dropped because he thought that I was serious. Because there's realities. Oh yeah, he wants, when he grows older, it's funny. He told me this. He's like, I want to own a trailer park and be a banker. And I'm like, yeah, but do you really? Do you really want to be chasing down water heater parts? And do you really want to be underneath a trailer when someone's sewage is leaking, so on and so forth? Do you really want that? So with a homestead and with prepping, there's some of those realities. And my reality is, if I want to collect data and warm this thing up a few more degrees, I got to get it done. No one else is going to do it for me. So I'll take you along for a ride inside the greenhouse. And, you know, again, I think some people live in a world where they don't worry about some of these things the way that I do. But, you know, speaking of the trailer park, just a few nights ago, you probably can't see, but we got a telephone pole right over there, and we heard a loud explosion, and we had one of the transformers that was just send off sparks. And guess what happened to the trailer park? Yep. 4 of the units went out without power, and it was about 7 degrees outside. Well, guess who got 1 million phone calls? That's right. I did. I should have passed them on to my boy. Hey, be my PR person. This was a problem I couldn't fix, but whose neck was on the line, right? There's so many things that we are susceptible for others, for our well-being. And my goal in life is to try to minimize that. Just like with the water heater. You know, the people staying in our vacation rental are without warm water. And whose neck's on the line? It's mine. And if parts aren't there, parts aren't there. The supply chain's broken, the supply chain's broken. I mean, 2 years ago when the whole world went mad, it started with eggs, right? After that, there's some other items. Then gas went really high, and currently we're on eggs. And apparently the next looming crisis is medicines. When it's not there, it's not there. And sometimes there's going to be a cold reality. But how can you mitigate it? So right now I want a greenhouse that's warm without electric or other inputs. So I've got to go paint a wall and see if that makes a difference. So anyway, come with me inside, and that's what we're going to do. Thanks. Well, there's nothing pretty about it. Sure smells fumey in here. One thing I did learn is that 1 can will not do 20 barrels. I thought 2 cans would do the front of these 20. We'll be like 1 can short. So there you go. Now you know that number. Anyway, we're getting started with getting this whole wall black. Well, actually half the wall, because we're going to end halfway through here so I can get a thermal reading of the water in these black barrels compared to the water in the normal blue barrels. So after the scout trip all day, Friday and Saturday, with the sun hitting against black and hitting against blue, hopefully we can tell you if it really makes a measurable difference. In the meantime, I'm feeling high on fumes, baby. Oh, I guess I should say I tried to overthink what I should use on this, but I just found spray paint that's rated for plastic. I mean, we'll see. Rust-Oleum 2X. I wish they'd pay me for saying that. I'll tell you if it sucks. Okay, it's not all work and no play, is it, Miss Keisha? So Becca, she is Mrs. Homestead. She came out just to video me getting fumigated. Again, they don't pay me for this, but I wish they did. But she was getting kind of excited. So I want to kind of show you what she's been growing here. Because this bed, what was over here? We had cabbage and we had what, Beck?
So this was planted 1 month ago.
1 month?
Less than a month.
Okay. What was here before you cut?
We cut all the cauliflower out.
Cauliflower. Okay.
So little peas are coming up. You can see. I don't know if you can see the little carrots, but they're little tiny carrots coming up.
More carrots. Again, we must be selling carrots.
They're just coming right up through the rabbit poop that we just put right on there. And this is a cabbage. Isn't it so cute? I love this part. It's
Does it have a name?
Cute. And there's a cabbage back there, popped up. Yeah, so there's a little broccoli. And there's another one right back there. And the one that I planted here is not popped up yet.
Well, there you go. We're not going to name all the plants in front of you. I got to go paint. But anyway, it's kind of cool. It's why we do it, right? It's why we're painting in the middle of winter, in the middle of the night. Because we want food, even if it is green stuff and not steak.